what's cool, there's two things. One, the main thing is when you finish a record and it gets released, it's like you finish a record, you're sort of relieved, but not really. But when it actually gets released, it's very relieving. Because it's usually a pretty long process, you know? I mean, writing the record, making the record, and then waiting. You know, you finish the record, it's this anticlimactic experience every time where you wait for 3 months for the record to come out. So when it comes out, it feels pretty good.
And then to actually see the, you know, because you have ideas of what it's going to look like, but you don't really know until you actually get it. Yeah, open it up.
And then there's usually a lot of disappointment. Oh, look, this is like crap.
This isn't how I thought it'd look on the back. I didn't want this. No. Yeah. It's great. It's like you said, it's a good relief. And it's even better when the people actually like it and say, hey, your new album's good. Because that's really what, you know, you're worried that you spent a year of your life making this thing and someone goes, oh, it's not as good as your last record.
This is crap. Hey, that's mine. It should be known that I'm doing my laundry right now, which is why I've forced you guys to come with me to this place, and I apologize for that. But I have needs. But, you know, so we have these friends, you know, and like, for me, they're kind of like the critics that I respond to, you know, because they know our music. They know, there's a guy at the show today. His name's Martin. I think he knows more about Lagwagon than we know. I'm almost sure. You know, like he could definitely correct me a lot of the time. I'll say, oh yeah, it was like 1993. And no, February 94. You know, like it's like amazing. Maybe a little scary. But if he tells me we did a good record, I think, oh, cool, you know, we must have done something right. Because I have no soul, and I have no identity.
Okay, next question.
All right, let's go.
You can really hear a lot now, huh?
What? Because up until Resolve, there's this general thing, like, you know, I write most of the lyrics, and the lyrics are always pretty melancholy, and, you know, they're about things that affect me in my life, and I think that what happens is, that's sort of my identity, you know, but then it comes down to the band, and we sit around and have some beers or whatever, drink or whatever, we start talking about an album cover, and collectively when we're all together, it's not such a morose kind of situation. We start laughing and having a good time, and you know, pretty soon it's like, let's put it in a hat, like some butt with some poo coming out of it on the, you know, it's silly. That's what friends do. And so I think ultimately we kind of give in to the humorous album cover because it isn't such a bad thing for there to be a little levity. You know, like that's the way I always saw it. It was like the albums are pretty dark, but the covers are kind of have some levity. So it's not like, we're not the heaviest people, you know what I mean? Like, we're not the most serious people. And so, but it has been a problem for me, that juxtaposition with the music and the album covers for years. I mean, it's sort of like a reason that we haven't been taken as seriously, I think, for a lot of years. We're sort of that silly band from Southern California, you know, and it's certainly not really who I am as a writer. So it's weird for me, a little bit. But you know, the Resolve album was different because that was just way too important, you know, and it was way too close to all of us. But I think again, it was like we draw the line because at some point it's like, what are we, Slayer? You know, like we're just not like that. We're not pissed off. So I don't know. Maybe that's why that happier photo made it in there, but. Oh my God, this is funny. There's people that have laundry back here that need to get back here. We should let them.
That's all right. You need to get your stuff?
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Okay, break. Can we do a break here?
Come on in, everybody. Sorry.
Yeah.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. That's what I feel like. That's what keeps us going. No, I don't know. That's so funny when the word dream.
No, it has been good. And
what keeps us going?
we don't have any
God, that's a
other
really
jobs.
good question. Yeah, except we don't make any money.
Yeah, that's kind of a bad thing now. So
You know,
we're trying to find a
I'm not
job
sure.
to supplement the band, so we can still continue to go on tour. Back in the day, it was okay, and now
Not so good.
not so good.
Now we just have to do it because we like it, which is really difficult. No, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, like what keeps anybody going? I mean, we just like music, you know. It's like this is what we know how to do, and it's what we want to do.
And I'm pretty sure even if we stop doing this, you know, you'll always have a band, even if it's not popular and you're touring.
Yeah, it's funny because you know the way things are going for a band like us, you know, it's getting to the point where it's getting more and more difficult, like he said, to tour and stuff because you know people in the band have jobs, and then if you leave, you lose the job, and you know we're getting back to where we were when we started, and I wouldn't complain for a moment because the way I see it is we've been so fortunate for so many years. We were completely fortunate to be able to do anything, you know, and to even have a certain amount of years where we didn't have to deal with that kind of thing. But it's interesting because the question matters now. It matters, but it's definitely a time where I feel more into the band than I've been to, you know, than I have been in years and years. Like I'm way more passionate about it than I was years ago because now it's like all the bullshit's out of the way. It's only about what we want to do now. It's only about, you know, there's nothing left in the equation if there's no consequence.
Live the dream.